For those of you who are wondering about your contributions when it comes to IVF treatment, i.e. sperm retrieval, what sort of complication you may encounter, let's deal with that questions. When it comes to the treatment of IVF, for guys, usually it is quite straightforward. You just need to produce some sperms. And that itself obviously carries no complication at all because it just means a little bit of masturbations and that sperm itself is available for treatment. And prior to the treatment itself, most men will require to do some blood tests because you don't want any diseases to be passed on to the next generation. And that will include things like hepatitis B, syphilis and HIV, which is quite routine, and some of those sperms needs to be stored so that they don't mix up with other people's sperms and get infections. However, some men have a condition called azoospermia. Azo means no sperm. Spermia obviously doesn't exist. And that condition itself can be due to the destruction of the testicular cells or an obstruction of the testicular delivering system. And that is due to a condition called congenital bilateral aplasia of vas deferens. A bit of mouthful, but what it means is congenital because it is genetically determined. Bilateral means both sides. Aplasia means degeneration of the vas deferens, which is the delivery system. So that itself is quite simple. We use microscope and do a procedure called microscopic sperm aspiration and extraction. Or we do something called testicular exploration and sperm extraction. Under that circumstance, after the procedure itself, you may encounter a bit of discomfort because the wound is quite small, and we advise you not to do heavy lifting and also probably avoid sex for a 2-day period, and then following that, you're as good as new. So we need to really bear in mind that women are the one who really go through a lot of turmoils with the injections of hormone, retrieval of the eggs and also reimplantation. Therefore, if you think you're having an ordeal, bear a thought for your partner who's really going through a roller coaster of treatment so that both of you can share an offspring together. For the whole new month of June, we're going to talk about the risk of indulgence. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is indulgence in too much sex. You want to find out and you know what to do because you're going to stay tuned for next week's Putting Dr. G on the Spot.